Hello there, good morning and a beautiful Saturday morning to you, even as we listen to our daily devotional for today, the 22nd of May. This morning we'll be continuing our series which says, Make Your Request Known to God, Part 2. Our Bible text is taken from Genesis chapter 8 from verse 1 to 8, but I'll be reading the first 3 to 4 verses because of time, and I'll read. It said, And God remembered Noah and every living thing and the cattle and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged. The fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained, and the waters returned from off the earth continually. And after the end of the 150 days, the waters were abated. Verse 4. And the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 7th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. Our memory verse is taken from John chapter 14, verse 14. And it says, If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. Yesterday we talked about being specific in what we ask God for. Being specific. Now this morning we're going to be talking about a very important thing that every believer or every child of God is expected to request or make a request from God. And that is wisdom. You can have all the money in the world. You can ask God for wealth. Like we said yesterday, be specific. You can ask God for one of the nicest cars or the choicest gifts in life. But if you lack wisdom, then all that could be amount to nothing. The Bible tells us in Proverbs chapter 4 verse 7 to 8, it says, Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Exalt her, and he shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. A classical example in the Bible is Solomon. Solomon, when he became king, the first thing Solomon asked God for was wisdom. And what happened? If you look at the life of Solomon, when he was endued with wisdom, God gave him wisdom to make wealth. God gave him wisdom to do whatsoever he wanted. God gave him wisdom to excel in whatever he put his hands to do. And if you look at our lives, if you have wisdom, if wisdom is embedded in your life, whatsoever you place your hands to do will be at your beck and your call. The Bible records that kings and queens came to Solomon to listen to him. And when they were coming, they came with so much gift. So whatever you do, whatever you want to ask God for, in all thy getting, ask God for wisdom. It is wisdom that takes a man who is supposedly a doctor and still smokes. It is a lack of wisdom. It is a lack of wisdom who is a lawyer, someone who is a lawyer, and ends up still going to commit a crime. These are people that are professionals in their various fields. But when you have the godly wisdom on you, every other thing you need will come to your life. So what is it that you are believing or trusting God for? What is that thing you are trusting and believing God for? What is that thing you have not asked? James chapter 1 verse 5 says something. He says, listen, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask God that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and he shall be given to him. It takes wisdom to heed to correction. Because you can get everything you so desire in this life. If you are not one that heeds to correction or one that heeds to the instructions of God, then you fall into error. I want to pray for someone this morning, and I want to believe that God would open your eyes and endue you with wisdom in the mighty name of Jesus. Wisdom for you to make the right decisions, wisdom for you to pray aright and ask God for the right thing that is needed for your life to prosper. I want to trust God that you've enjoyed this morning's teaching. If you've not shared our video, why not go ahead and click on the bell icon there so that you can get our notifications. Do go ahead and share this video, and God will bless you. Do have an amazing weekend.